back. D Street, that's X, Caneville, Footballville. Man, recruiting done jumped off, man. These kids, Miami jumped out there, had the barbecue, and caught a lot of them before they got out of there. Got in Stewart ear, made a good impression on him. But that Friday, bro, these kids was everywhere, man. I don't know, these plane tickets, I don't know, they had plane tickets everywhere. Spells in West Virginia, Daughtry, Arizona State. I mean, these kids are freaking fire miles like a mug. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, they been on hiatus for like, what, almost 2 years.
Yeah.
So they couldn't visit. They were like, boy, as soon as June 1st come.
Right.
Yeah, so everybody's doing visits.
Right.
You only had a weekend of mostly out of town visitors.
Uh-huh.
You know, so all the local kids like, man, I'm finna travel.
Yeah.
Get these frequent flyer miles going.
Right. So
Shamaya at LSU. Wesley was at
Shamaya was at LSU. Where Wesley went?
Wesley was at West Virginia with Jacoby.
So he went to West Virginia. Jacoby Spells was at Jacoby. But yeah, man, recruiting season kicked off, man, and these schools must have got money to burn.
Yeah,
these plane tickets was emailed and they was ready to go.
They got some of that PPP money, man. They sending it to the school.
I interviewed Shamar Stewart last night, and he went to LSU. Spent the weekend with Ogeron. Came back with the FIU. A bunch of coaches was down there. I think Georgia, Florida State was there.
Yeah, they had a satellite camp.
Yeah, and then this morning he flew out and went to Ohio State. They crystal balled Shamar Stewart to Miami. People felt like he went back to Miami that second time, go chill with James Williams. He played with James at Pace.
I think the second day they went, that's when the school, his team had went out there.
Okay.
He went out there with the team, but and they still wasn't expecting him to come.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then he was there and got personal time with the coaches a lot. So.
Right.
That's probably where that comes from, but it's good look.
So why do you think people are thinking he's a Miami lean now after LSU all that time? And it happened after he came back from LSU.
Yeah, I'm guessing. Did you put the interview out with Ivans already?
Yeah.
I'm guessing they getting it from that.
Yeah.
I'm guessing. And then I've been throwing little hits and hints around that I don't think he's gonna leave Miami. So.
Yeah. Why do you think he's gonna stay here?
The defense fits his style, 4-3 defensive end.
Right.
Caribbean kid, parents don't let Caribbean kids go too far. You know, so I think all that's gonna play a big factor in it.
Yeah. So I think so anybody you think plan on committing anytime soon?
I think it's 2 corners, probably. One is Chris Graves.
Yeah.
I think he's in. I'm not sure if he's in Lakeland or like some in that area. And then the out-of-state kid, Kamari Rogers.
Yeah. Think that might be the next
commit? The staff loving that right there.
Yeah. He might be next commit.
He visits next week. He visits next weekend.
We get this big kid from Texas, decommitted from Georgia yesterday. Bear Alexander.
Oh, Big Bear.
Keithian Alexander decommits, and then right away says he's coming down to visit Miami for 2 days.
Oh, not for 2 days. 5 days.
For 5 days.
He come tomorrow. He be here Wednesday, and then he ain't leaving the Sunday.
Yeah, for 5 days. So he'll be down here for 5 days. I see the kid, 5-star defensive tackle. Kid got a logo. He got a clothing line. I think Miami's a good place for a kid with that type of mindset.
Oh, yeah.
Did you watch his film?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, what you saw?
Relentless, man, and he almost like a bully out there.
Yeah.
Good player. I mean, man, we could get him, pour him with Leonard Taylor. It's crazy.
Right. I think Texas A&M is
yeah, they say most likely Texas A&M. You know, Jimbo don't lose it out of recruiting battles, but I mean, you coming to Miami for 5 days, you coming for something.
Right. And then last night, Miami gets to commit 2023 kid, Robbie Washington, son of
former Canes commit Bobby Washington.
What was Bobby Washington's story? He committed to the Canes and then
committed to the Canes. I think it was an incident with I guess an SAT score or something like that.
Oh yeah.
And then he ended up signing with North Carolina State.
Oh, okay. So it was an SAT issue.
Something like SAT.
Right. So I talked to his son.
That's probably the second best running back I've seen in Miami.
Right. I talked to his son last night and I asked him why did he commit to the Canes. He just said because my dad committed to the Canes first. I wanted to I wanted to keep it there. He grew up in South Florida, moved to Georgia, and now he lives in Tennessee. Now he lives in Tennessee out there. Played for Oakland High in Tennessee.
Is Tennessee?
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was still in Georgia.
No.
And then he have another twin brother that's bigger. That's down.
Oh,
south.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't mention the twin brother.
It's a Bobby Washington Jr.
Yeah.
It's a Robbie and it's a Bobby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't mention his twin brother, but yeah, he's in Tennessee. So he commits last night. That's a 2023 kid. Look at the film. He look good, man. He changed directions fast. Look just like a daddy running the ball. So Miami gets another commit, but a 2023.
2023 kid.
So how many commits they have now?
We still only got 2 so far for 2022.
2, right?
We got 2 for 2023. That's Seymour and the Robbie.
Right. See,
I found it kind of strange. I didn't think they was taking early 2023 kids.
Right.
You know, I guess they are.
Yeah. Well, why didn't you think they were taking 23 kids?
I mean, because they put so much emphasis on 2022. Like, we want y'all to be focused on visiting these schools, then, you know what I'm saying, commit.
Yeah.
So why would you tell a 23 kid to commit, and then he's still taking visits, but then now you're going to switch up on him, you know? So
Maybe because his dad and the gene pool, maybe. Did Miami post that he committed? Did you see any of that?
Nah, I didn't see anything.
Do they usually do it for kids that aren't in that class, that immediate class?
Yeah.
Yeah?
They gonna post any kid commit. If he a 28 kid, they gonna
I saw
post.
somebody made the picture. He put on his page. Somebody made him create him a picture, and he put it on his page. But yeah, I mean that's something to watch. What else going on, man? Miami. We just sat down with Central coaches, man. Sat down with Central coaches, and they kind of let us in on how recruiting works at Miami, and they feel Miami should come by there more, and that kind of baffled me. That Miami wouldn't be going by Central a lot.
Remember, it was one point in time where we wouldn't send no kid from Central. Wasn't sending no kid to UM. It was like a dry spell for real.
Yeah.
So it changed up a little bit. But yeah, I kind of agree. Like, you know, you gotta. Them the schools that's winning year in and year out. So them schools you need to go to first before you start making these. I don't want to see with down south road trips, up North Broward road trips, man. You know, you got the city kids right here waiting.
Right. So, and we also got to talk about Sam Brooks, right? Sam Brooks. Could Sam Brooks put his hand in the dirt in Miami defense X? Could they revert him back to N? Could they revert Sam Brooks back to N where he's more comfortable at?
It's tough. They can. Obviously, they doing it with McLeod, so they can. But it's a different beast taking on them offensive linemen in college. You know what I'm saying? They ain't now them guys are real big and strong. But Sam Brooks, he's just that talented that he probably could work.
Yeah, but you're saying he could play in. He doesn't have to be Phillips side or Russo side.
Yeah, no, he don't have to be 6'5", 250, 260. He could be.
So why wouldn't they move him back?
I don't know. I think they see linebacker. You know what I'm saying? While everybody else saying that's not what he's supposed to play. So
what you see?
I see him at defensive end, rush in. Like if we was playing in like a 3-4 system, that'd be perfect for him.
Yeah.
The rush 3-4 defensive end.
Right.
But we don't play that. We play 4-3. So I guess they saying we just gonna put our best athletes on the field. And he's probably the best.
And you think that's what it is?
Yeah.
And we'll just have him figure it out.
I mean, it's costing us.
What you say? It's costing us?
Yeah, it's costing us.
Yeah.
I mean, but you can see it. It's like he's on the field. He's thinking a lot. He's thinking too much instead of when he's naturally at defensive end. All he got to do is attack.
Right.
So they just got to figure that out.
We was on the field the other day at American Heritage, and we saw a couple UM players there: James Williams, Jay Garcia,
Romello
Brinson, Leonard Taylor. They were out there and they're talking.
Basically, the 4 top recruits from last year.
Yeah, they were out there rolling together, and they say, I said, "How y'all? What's going on out there, bro? Y'all straight? What's going on? Y'all working out?" He said, "Yeah, man. Getting up 4:45 in the morning." I said, 4:45? And so who waking y'all up at 4:45? We wake up ourselves. Man, there has to be a culture shock for some kids that probably did whatever they wanted to do for a long time. That transition to let's wake up and go work at 5. You know what I'm saying? But did you get to talk to any of them when you was like that?
Yeah. I talked to all of them. All of them say the same thing. Like they basically saying they pushing themselves to be great, because all of them come from winning programs in high school. You know, so they winners. So they saying we're not coming here just to lose. You know what I'm saying? Then for one, they saying we're not coming here to sit the bench. So I know Jay Garcia, like, yeah, he's up working with King and the other quarterback Tyler.
Yeah.
And he's getting up a little earlier than them. You know what I'm saying? Because he's trying to get a head start.
Yeah.
The same with the rest of them. Like Leonard Taylor even said, it's not much difference. It's just it's college now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you gotta work a lot harder.
Yeah.
And with James, that's James. James just get him on the field, man. But yeah, they all come from winning programs, so they want to win.
Right.
And the culture is starting to switch back to how it's supposed to be.
Did you watch the Mayweather fight the other night?
Yes, I watched the fight.
But no, what you got out the fight?
Highway robbery, man.
What about Chad? Start at Chad.
Oh man, Chad.
Chad said he got $1 million, right?
Yeah, he said he got $1 million to get hit. So
I'm gonna get hit. He's gonna get hit. What you thought about Mayweather and Logan Paul?
He did what he's supposed to do. 40 something years old. You know what I'm saying? Fighting against a guy in his 20s. I'm gonna go get this money, man.
Yeah, but also in his corner, you heard in his corner that one time where the man was telling him to jab, and he was saying he can't. He was like, I can't. Mayweather was like, I can't jab him, like, cause Mayweather didn't fight nobody that big. You know
he's too big. And then that's when they were saying like the size and the weight difference.
And then that's when he said, I'm just gonna put my head down and I'm gonna walk in his chest. But when he started doing that, I knew he knew Logan Paul couldn't hurt him, because we've never seen Mayweather do that. You know what I'm saying? So he just started walking at him, because I think he knew Logan Paul at that point he couldn't hurt him. Like, he ain't got enough power.
Yeah, at one point, Mayweather ended up hitting him, and then like Logan Paul just dropped in his arms, and like Mayweather held him up like, nah, you ain't finna fall, you finna still get hit. And I
don't think that's what they wanted. I don't think they wanted to see. You gotta understand. I tell people this. We're talking about Floyd Mayweather, a guy who went in the ring with the greatest boxers in his era, and I never thought that he had any malcontent of hurting anybody, trying to knock him out. I never thought that's what he was in there doing. I always looked at it like he was in there fencing. Like, he just was trying to score points, go home to his family. So I know he wasn't going to go in there to knock Logan Paul out. He wasn't going in there to knock people out who was trying to knock him out. He was just going in there to score points. But I commend my hat to the brilliance of him to take Showtime. Listen, I know we got a contract. I'm going to retire. And this is what we going to do. They say that man cleared $100 million. 9 figures.
He called and said, man, yeah, I'm robbing the bank, man.
More than he would get if he fought Pacquiao or anybody. More. 100 million. So when people say it's a false, he's stealing, he ain't got no money, he must be broke. Say he brought I think he said he dropped 20 cars right before the fight for his homeboys. A couple challengers, 2 Rolls Royce for his man. The man's not broke, man. Just anytime a black man start making moves, we think it's out of brokenness. and no, it's not that. Why he just can't be greedy like Bezos? Why he can't be greedy like Zuckerberg? I mean, why he can't just want it all? He's created wrestling, of boxing, entertainment, and a lot of people don't like it. Because people watch boxing with the malintent that somebody's going to get hurt. So they're looking at it like, but that's not what they out there doing. You know what I'm saying? They out there just entertaining the people. What was the feel at Tootsie, though?
It was packed, man. It was packed.
They were booing?
Nah, like everybody. Okay, doing the Chad thing, everybody was laughing because it's like it's Chad. You know, we like Chad in the ring fighting, and then it's like, oh, hold on, Chad kind of get serious, and then then when he end up getting dropped. everyone like, oh, they just laughing at that. And then once Floyd got on, it was actually people there that thought he was gonna lose, and I was like,
lose how? How would he have lost?
I don't know. Like they just were saying, oh yeah, man, we think Floyd might lose. I'm like, oh, God. Who trying to bet? Nobody want to bet. But yeah, nah, it was good. It was Tootsie's always a good spot for the fight.
Right.
Might be the safest place to go right now.
I don't know if anything's safe in Miami right now.
Yeah, it's not.
You're trying to make up in your mind that you're safe. I don't know what's going on out here. I don't know what's going on out here. So listen, man, before we get out of here, man, we want to say prayers up to JDU family Blaze mom. We got prayers sent up, man. Something happened with his mom, and we're just gonna send prayers from the Caneville family. And we got an honorary member of the week, dog. We got Twan been telling me about this guy for months now, you know what I'm saying? Jay Free, he's not a member, right? But Jay Free takes the link and carries it everywhere. He pumps the show everywhere, you know what I'm saying? And we're gonna give him honorary member of the week, Jay Free. So Jay Free, man, we appreciate you, dog. It takes a village, ain't that what they say?
It takes a village.
It takes a village to build something, man. I mean, y'all make sure y'all like, share, comment, and y'all members, check out the member section, the community section. That's where all the member stuff at.
It's gonna take 3 motherfucking days, and that's what?